Hey, good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon, everybody. It's Ronco Johnson, your lifestyle focus advisor here. How's everybody doing? It's Lifestyle Focus Friday. How are you doing? It's Lifestyle Focus Friday. Eddie, welcome back. This is When the Lights Go Out. Are you ready? Thank you for joining us. We are getting ready to give you guys one heck of an opportunity today. Today, we're going to be speaking to you, life insurance agents out there. I know we've had a lot of people contact us in the past, and we want to make sure we acknowledge all of you guys that are out there listening to us. And I want to answer some questions for you. Do you guys have challenges creating the schedule that actually works for you? You know, school's back in, summer's almost over. Have you done the things that you need to do to make sure that your schedule is exactly the way it needs to be? Well, stay tuned until the end because by watching this particular video, we're going to give you some tips that you can use that's going to skyrocket your sales, help you out as insurance professionals out there, and hopefully launch your career for some of you guys that are new. And we're going to explore some different scheduling techniques and tools that can help you maximize your time and productivity. So if that sounds good to you, I can't wait to see what's going to happen when I catch you on the inside. So stick around. I'm your host, Ronco Johnson. This is When the Lights Go Out. Are you ready? I'll see you on the inside. Good afternoon, everybody. This is Ronco Johnson, your lifestyle focus advisor here. Thank you for joining us. And we got more information for you on the inside today. And we're going to be talking to you about how to maximize your productivity using your schedule, right? How are we going to maximize using your schedule? But before we want to do that, hey, before we get started, I want you to do me a favor, look at the descriptions below, and don't forget to sign up for our bi-weekly email. It's containing all kind of engaging content, everything from art, travel, recipes, and much, much more. It's lifestyle. That's what we're talking about. It's lifestyle. Yes, all things lifestyle. So I'm going to encourage you to click the button below and like us, subscribe to us, share, and don't forget to hit that notification bell so that you can get the updates and everything that's going on with us. And we just want you to be a part. We want you to be a part of everything we're doing. Our community is growing. Our lifestyle focused wealth community is growing. And we just want you to be a part of it. You don't want to miss it. So how many of you told your friends that you've been watching us for the last couple of weeks? Our statistics say almost 70% of the people watching aren't even subscribed. So if you would do me a favor, go ahead, hit that button. Don't be ashamed. We know you're watching. Go ahead and hit that button below and subscribe and let us know. It helps our channel and it helps us give you better and better content. And if this is something that that suits your fancy and our information today, don't forget in your comments to put the words takeaway. Okay? Takeaways. Well, we're going to dive right on in, if that's okay with you. We're going to jump right on into number 10 because we got a lot to cover today. So you might as well get your pencils and your pads out. For you guys out there that are new advisors, let me just qualify myself before we start. After 26 years in this business, I can tell you from a beginner to the top of the table, it is a challenge when we're talking about our schedule. And one of the most important details, I think, when it comes to being an advisor is understanding that you are on your own. There's nobody telling you got to work from 9 to 5. There's nobody telling you that you got to go to sleep. There's nobody telling you that you need to go to the gym. So these tools that we're going to talk about today are going to help you maximize all of your time. And if you use it, I promise you, you're going to see success very early in your business. And I hope that you can comment, send me an email, let me know. And I want to keep in touch. I want to see how this is working for you, and just keep us up to date. Okay. So number 10, we're going to talk about embracing technology and what's that's all about. You know, I think in today's world, I'm an old schooler. I've been around for a while, but in today's world, it's important for agents to embrace technology because it helps to streamline all your activities, from onboarding to client claims and all the things that you need to do to be efficient in today's world of being an advisor. It's a little bit different than when I first started, where we carried a briefcase and a laptop around. But today you get to utilize chat bots and mobile apps and all these friendly websites that enhance your accessibility. I'm going to encourage you to go ahead and start to use those things. I want you to use those things because I think the opportunity for being an advisor today, like no other, there's more people that need our help than ever before. And they didn't have access to the information that the internet and websites and all these technology-driven tools provide today. They can get access to you pretty quickly, right? Well, we can't forget to set your goals. If you're new to the industry, setting your goals is absolutely the cornerstone of being an agent. And if you don't know where you want to go and you don't know where you currently are, it's how are you going to know where you're headed? It's pretty difficult to do. So we want to talk about diversification in your sales goals, right? So agents should diversify their product portfolio. One of the things that I can tell you as a top of the table advisor that I think helped people the most when they wanted to know how to scale their businesses from 6 figures to 7 figures is, for me, it was understanding how to diversify my product offering. I know on this broadcast, we talk a lot about life insurance and becoming your own bank and those types of things, but that's just the cornerstone of what we offer in our private practice. Everything from disability, long-term care, from asset management to just training on how to manage your money, just your schedule. So there's a lot of things that go on, but if you could diversify your portfolio to accommodate your clients' needs, I think that will help. That will help because it cuts down on the downtime when you get to that point in your career where you're going to run into a downtime, where maybe the product and services that you're only offering is not something that your clients are looking for. So consider innovative specialty type of insurance that address a certain need in the marketplace. Go ahead and carve your niche. Go ahead and carve your niche and decide that you want to be an expert in that area and continue to upgrade your skills and get some more training and partner with some mentors that can help you and regularly update to all the trends that are out here in the industry. It's always updating. For those of you that are listening that are not insurance professionals, you need to know that the insurance industry is one of the most regulated industries there is. And yeah, I know there is some notations out there that say it's the easiest form of getting into the financial world. But the success of being a successful advisor, I have to tell you, those numbers are scary. When 87% of people who start their business in the insurance business, they don't succeed after 4 or 5 years. So yes, it might be easier to get into, but it is much more difficult to stick around for a long period of time. So goal planning is definitely one of those things I'm going to tell any new advisor that we have to sit down and plan out where you want to go, what your hopes and dreams are, and start making that the focus of where we're going, right? Okay, so now number 8, we're going to talk about the adapting to change in the consumer behavior. Because if you're one of those old heads like myself, and I might as well just talk about myself a little bit, I can tell you this: change is difficult at times. But if you could go ahead and make those changes, changing from the laptop to the hand pieces, from the fax machine to the cell phone, today you can run your business while you're walking through an airport, which is amazing. And tools such as just being online and having this ability to do it through, webinars and seminars and podcasts and so forth. You have to be willing to put yourself out here. But I'm going to be honest with you. Trust and transparency is key when it comes to being an advisor. Why? Because the industry relies on insurance agents being trustworthy, and our clientele, really looks for us to be able to answer their questions and handle all their common concerns when it comes to their financial outlook and how they're planning their lives. So you have to be able to adapt. And that may be from one meeting to the next. So you could be out in the cornfield at 9:00, and then you could be at a basketball court or meeting a politician at 11:00. It really just matters on how you set up your day and how flexible you are. You don't want to be too caught up in not being flexible. I wouldn't want you to do that. I want to take a moment to say hello to our people checking in. I see you guys out there. Hey, Leela, I see you checking in. My favorite insurance agent out there is checking in, getting on board. So we're going to be talking about that time and efficiency. And I really love it when you guys check in early. That lets me know that we're feeling love. We're feeling the love. Oh, okay, so I'm going to move on. We got a little bit more to go. So get your pens back out. Number 7, strategic networking and partnerships. Strategic networking and partnerships are key. Why? Because you get a chance to be creative, and you can partner with some insurtech firms out there that have cutting edge technologies out there that will allow you to streamline your operation and give better delivery to your clients. But one of the best things to do is build relationships, and which is one of my favorites, is building relationships with people. Strong client relationships lead to referrals, y'all. The longer you're going to be in this business, you're going to need those relationships. They need to be dependable because they depend on you, right? And that loyalty takes you a long way. In my short career, 26 years, it's interesting that I'm seeing 3 and 4 generations of family nowadays. Wow. The effect of being an advisor. I'm going to tell you, when you get to see grandbabies and great grandparents, mothers become grandmothers, there's nothing like it. There's really nothing like it. I really think it's an honor and a privilege to be able to sit down with families and discuss these topics and then be a vital part of their financial success and their family's legacy. Some of the things that you're sitting down talking to them about, they wouldn't talk to anyone else besides if they weren't talking to you. So it's important for you to be serious about this opportunity and share it with them. Share it with them that you care, because we do take this home with us. Some of our clients may not understand how much of we think about them in our private lives, but you have to schedule that as well. So Let's talk about compliance. Number 6. I know all over the internet we see different things. Insurance is a scam. Don't do this, don't do that. They're trying to make commissions. Listen, let me go ahead and debunk that real quick. The insurance industry, as I said earlier, is one of the most regulated industries in America. And our ethical standards is really high. So you have to be able to say, hey, we're an industry that is focusing on upholding ethical behavior. And that's essential for long-term success. Once again, our clients depend on us. It's important. It's important. So if you can maintain compliance on a constant basis and keep up with all the regulatory changes in the industry, I think that's a lot. I think it's a lot. But if you can keep up with all of it, you're going to find success very easy and very early because you're going the straight and narrow. You're not doing anything that you weren't supposed to be doing, right? We don't even want to have that discussion. Hey, I want to remind you guys out there to join our Lifestyle Focused Wealth community out there online. And when I get back, we're going to talk about the next level, the final levels of why your schedule is so important. And I'm getting down to the nitty gritty on the second half of this broadcast. So I'm going through them very fast. That way we can get to the stuff that you really, really want to know about. And I'll see you in just about a few seconds. Hey, join our Lifestyle Focused Wealth community. Membership starting at $16 a month when you pay the annual subscription. So register online today at www.lifestylefocusedwealth.com. So let's talk about key insights. The key insights for improving insurance agents' performance and sales. I know that's what you all want to know about, is how you're going to increase your sales activity. Well, first, it's better to prioritize your high-value activities. Yes, during peak productivity hours. So all of us have different times, so I want to break that down for you today. We're going to break this down in the second half of it. So we're at number 5, peak productivity hours. You know, this is something that it changes. It can be different for everybody, but understanding when you're the most efficient, when you're the most productive, when you have all your faculties in play. So for some of you, it's going to be early in the morning. For some of you, it's going to be a different time of day. So it may be later in the afternoon. I don't know. I don't know how it goes. But if you can schedule high-value tasks earlier in your day and reserve these peak hours for your critical work, such as meetings with clients or prospecting or phone calls or even closing deals, those are your critical times that you want to have these moments available. And I think that's important. And when it comes to talking about availability, number 4, time blocking. You know, in our private coaching class, I talk to advisors and mentor advisors all over the country, and we talk about blocking out time. Blocking out time is crucial when it comes to managing how you're going to live your lifestyle in this business. So I want you to be intentional about allocating your time. Do not start the business just with any time is all the time. It will run you ragged. You won't make it. You will burn out because there's always things to do. Okay? So block out a specific time slot for different activities that you need to secure. For example, when you're prospecting, allocate your mornings to reach out to new clients sometimes, okay? For me, I like having my calendar in the middle of the week where I only talk to clients. And on the Mondays or the Fridays, I'm handling paperwork or I'm doing meetings or I'm talking to you guys on Friday. And, but other things such as meetings, schedules with your clients during middays or early afternoons so that you're home for homework with the kids or dinner with your spouse later on. I will handle all the admin tasks that you need to handle at the back end because that's just the paperwork side of it. But you want to block out a time for that. If you want more detail with it and you need more coaching, I would be more than happy to throw my hat in the ring and tell you that this would be a good idea to join our lifestyle focus team and get some coaching. Coaching is the key to it, because if I can get quality coaching and I can get mentorship, then I'm all right. I'm ahead of the schedule. Because part of mentoring, the thing about mentoring that I think is important is that it cuts your time down. See, we're still on schedule. It cuts your time down for learning from the mistakes. And when you bring on a coach, all you're doing is shortening the time that it takes for you to be most successful. So keep that in mind. Okay? So number 3, we're going to talk about handling these tasks. You might want to automate your routine task. If you can automate your task, use technology to do it. There are repetitive tasks that you have to do, such as emails, scheduling appointments, and appointment reminders. I would recommend to you use a CRM system. That's a customer relationship management tool that helps you streamline your businesses. So without that, I think it's important for you advisors to really have a CRM, because you need to keep up with definitions. You need to keep up with tracking tools, birthdays, documents that you've had signed, a great place to put it as you're moving through your day, and possibly even having someone that can fill those in while you're doing other tasks, as, say, your personal assistant. That typically helps, right? That typically helps. Let's go to number 2. To me, I think this is the most important piece of your scheduling process. Why? Because having a buffer time is important. Having buffer time between appointments, having buffer time just to catch wind between these meetings. It might be a snack. It might be that you need a weekend off. It might be that you need a week off. The buffer time is important to your existence long term. Okay? You got to have your buffer time in, because if you don't, you will suffer. So that break is important for a recharge. We all need a recharge every once in a while. And it is okay for you to let your clients know that, hey, I'm on a buffer break. I'm on a recharge break. Why? Because I can give you better service. And they will respect that, because they've gotten a chance to know you based on the relationships that you've built, right? And if you're building these relationships the proper way, you begin to know your client gets to know you, and they want you to win because it benefits them if you're at the best of your best, right? Okay. Number one is data insights. Data-driven insights can help you. Just like you do on the internet or when you're doing things on social media, you're looking at data. We're looking at information. We're looking at demographics. We're looking at how many people talk to you between 2 o'clock and 4 o'clock. How many men talk to you or prescribe that are subscribed to your emails or your YouTube channel? And then how many females? Are they 18 to 34? Are they 40 to 60? All these details matter when you want to optimize your schedule, because some people are earlier to rise, some people are a little bit later in the afternoon, and then there's those that you can kind of fill in the blanks. For me, being in the entertainment world, the entertainment industry starts a little later, but I'm also in the business world. The business world starts very early. If you're dealing with contractors and such, those guys are up at 7:30 in the morning. And sometimes that means you need to be up too, depending on who your demographics are. Remember, all these tools that we're discussing, they all fit together. And if you have the opportunity to just kind of go through what I'm saying, you may even have to play these things back. But if you go through them, you sit down, you'll figure out the pattern of where your lifestyle and where your business lifestyle is headed. And once you figure that out, be willing to adjust. And once you adjust, that's going to allow you to optimize all your efforts in the field. Okay? Be sure you track your data. That's important as well, because you need to know your closing ratios. You need to know, how many people you need to see before you close your next sale. That's important to your schedule, because you have follow-ups and follow-ups and follow-ups, and you don't want to have to see a client 10 times, because their time is valuable as well. So the more you can get done, the more efficient you can be with the time spent, and the more information you can gather, the better off you're going to be. Hey, listen, is this good information for you today? If this is good information for you, do us a favor. Don't keep it to yourself. Please don't keep it to yourself. Remember, the effective thing about scheduling is it's not just about filling out the calendar. It's about maximizing your impact in those crucial moments. And, I think I can't overemphasize how important that detail is, because the time you're spending is so crucial to someone else's life. Okay? So, hey, look, I want to remind you guys to subscribe to our channel. Go down below, click our button, click the button, share with us. If you want to learn some more of these financial tips and strategies, if they are helpful to you, I want to know about them. I really want to know about them. So let's go over to our comments. If you got information that you want to know about, or if you're leaving me a comment, put your question in. I'll be taking your questions pretty quick. And I want to be able to answer for some of you new folks that are out there that may have questions. Because a lot of times we get involved in this industry and you think that you're just going to go out here and you're going to rock and roll and you're going to take down the world, right? Well, the question is, how do you get to that point? And the scheduling is the key to that. If you're late to rise, someone's already got your worm. Someone's already got your worm. I tell people the best of the best are probably done by noon, and they're doing their follow-ups, and they're sitting at home and headed to the gym about 2-3 o'clock in the afternoon, and headed home to see their families at dinner time. So if you would like more information about how that can happen, please let me know. And all you got to do is go to Lifestyle Focus Wealth, and we will be more than happy to share that with you, right? I'm looking at Miss Wilson here. Having a balanced calendar will make your days easier. I think that's what you meant to say. Yes, balancing your calendar makes it easier for you for a few things, especially if you're married with children. It allows your spouse to know where you're going, what days you're going to do those activities on. It lets your kids know those things too. That way they know mom and dad or our parents are at work. And actually, they can help with that, making sure you're more effective by not making noise at certain times or getting things signed and getting them back to individuals. You can even put them to work in your business if you really, really do some scheduling. That actually helps. Is there anybody else out there that's got more questions that they want to put in the comments today? Oh, come on, you guys. Don't be bashful. Don't be bashful. Hey, look, when we're in our one-on-one meetings and we're discussing these types of things, I can tell you for a fact that we want to make sure that we're getting all these answered. So let me review these. Number 10, you need to be embracing technology and all the innovation that's available to you. Number 9, set your sales goals. Number 8, adapting to consumer behavior, just like getting on the internet or being on Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter. Maybe you have to do a webinar online. Maybe you have to just get in your car and go drive and see someone. But you gotta be able to adapt to what's happening in the world. Number 7, get out and network, build some partnerships. And in those partnerships, you can discuss many different things. You can build loyalty between teammates. Make sure they know how to describe what it is that you're doing. This saves you time because you got a field force of people describing what you do for you. Number 6, compliance and ethical standards. Remember, law reform is definitely something we have to worry about in this industry. So maintain compliance and stay consistent. These regulatory changes happen often, and you want to be on top of those things. And for his business ethics, upholding ethical behavior is important. You know, you want to make sure you're as transparent as possible. Make sure your clients have the adequate information to make informed decisions. Number 5, peak productivity hours. I can't stress it any harder than this. Some people work better in the morning time. Some people work better in the early morning times or late afternoons. But if you have a schedule where you have high value tasks that you need to get accomplished, I'm telling you, reserve this during your peak hours. And if you do so, this is going to make a critical situation easy when it comes to meeting with your clients, prospecting calls, and closing deals. You don't want to overlook the importance of that. Number 4 was time blocking off this time to allocate to certain tasks that you got to get done. If you can do that, maybe you want to take scheduled meetings during the midday and early afternoon, and later on that evening, you want to do your paperwork, So number 3, use technology and automate the technology. Use this technology in routine tasks. Anything like setting up birthdays, thank you cards. Maybe you put people on a mailing list using your CRM systems to help you do so will definitely increase your ability to get things done. I'm telling you, we want to make sure that you have all the things that you need in your wheelhouse. You can go straight on to being one of the most successful advisors in your town, in your area, and hopefully in the industry. Don't forget that buffer time. Everybody needs buffer time. Buffer time is important and it's key. Why? Because you need that time to reboot. You need that time to sit back, relax, and unwind. And your clients need you to be at your best all the time. And last but not least, keeping your data-driven insights present, meaning tracking your sales data, knowing who your prospect is, helping to learn your conversion ratios. All these things matter when it comes down to you being effective with your time. I know I gave you a lot today. But that is what it takes to be an advisor. And if I've said something to you today that you didn't know that you were going to have to take a look at, I'm going to ask you to consider talking to us more. Catch us on Lifestyle Focus Wealth and get some coaching. It's okay. It's going to shorten your time frame, and it will limit and eliminate many of the mistakes that you are probably going to make without some mentorship. Okay? Well, listen, everybody, I am ecstatic about trying to help other advisors. I've been able to do that for a number of years and watch people grow. And I can tell you, there's nothing like watching people hit their first 6 figures or 7 figures, and you remember when they were just getting started. So my goal and my goal here in providing this type of information is to help those who are on the same path or want to be on the same path as myself or others that have been successful in the insurance business, and to give the details and give you the hacks, if you will, to being one of the top advisors out here. But more importantly, being a top advisor also means you're providing top service to your clients, and they absolutely deserve the absolute best. So with that being said, that's my time for today. I really appreciate you guys jumping on and letting us know how you feel, because without you, there's no me, and I realize it. And I just want to make sure that we're able to help bring you up to speed, give you information that can help you get to where you want to go. And with that being said, I want to thank you for watching Lifestyle Focus Wealth, and we'll see you next time. And don't forget, you can catch me at roncojohnson.com. And I want to hear from you. So if you're watching us on a replay, send me a comment. Don't forget to look down below in the details and get our online information. You don't want to miss it. You don't want to miss it. Well, that's my time for today, helping you get your schedules right. And let me know in the meantime if we've been helpful to you. Okay? Well, that's my time. I look forward to talking to you next time, next Friday at 1 o'clock, right here. This has been When the Lights Go Out. Are you ready? And we'll see you at the top. Y'all have a good weekend.